Now it's time for something completely different. Because I currently do not have an active Kuva lich. That's right, I'm lazy. I've only fought 5 of them. But they've made the big, huge change. The biggity big, huge change from before. In that now, you get to look at the larvling, and you get to see what the Kuva weapon will be that the larvling spawns. And you get to decide if you want that weapon or not.
While I analyze the intelligence profiles of the Grenier.
Which means...
Not a number. Did the operator enjoy this witticism?
I did enjoy that orders, thank you. Which means that no more of the very frustrating experience of spawning a new Kuva lich, and it's just one that already has a weapon you already have, and it's like just, oh, this isn't what I wanted, this is gonna go on forever. No.
Search for traces of the target.
Wow. Your mom hates you. That's a screen name. It's kind of messed up, man. Why would... Ah. Oh, right, I forgot. This is a level 10 limbo. And I haven't put, like, anything in shields or health and stuff. So okay, so... Don't get hit. Don't get hit is gonna be the name of the game here. Unfortunately, this is a exterminate mission, so I can't play this limbo in limbo mode like I want to. I'm gonna have to play this limbo in the shoot bang mode. Jesus. All right, here we go. Here we go. Larvling time. No! Groostrag 3? Okay. Okay, I guess we're fighting the Groostrag 3. How exciting.
Tenno, listen carefully.
Yes, I know I'm being hunted by the Groostrag 3. No, I'm not gonna extract. I'm gonna gun them down. Okay, where are they? Ooh, subject found too. Alright, but where are the Grusies? Ah, there we go. Well, there's Grusie number 1.
Will be difficult to replace.
And there's number 2 and number 3. Aw, I died somehow.
You took a risk, but it paid off.
I'm gonna put a waypoint. See if your mom hates you is gonna come back. Okay, so this guy, he took out my larvling. My larvling is waiting for me. I wanted to take him out myself, but this Ember here wants to be a glory hog. And then he left. What's up with that? What is up with that? Like, is it too late now? Is it gone, the larvling, because I didn't, like, get to it in time? If so, that's kind of rude, dude. Why would you do that? Man. I hate your mom. That's kind of a dick move.
Well done. Now get to extraction.
Yeah, I guess the larvling just sort of died or something because, you know, it took too long. Took too long. Didn't get to it in time. Okay, so I would have gotten a Kuva Seer. So that's fine. That's fine because that is not what we're going for here. We are going for the Kuva Bramma. That is 100% what we're hunting for. So, even if I had gotten to that larvling in time, I would not have spawned a Kuva lich. I want the Kuva Bramma. Now, there are a couple of different Kuva weapons, so, you know, we're gonna have to probably hunt a bit for this, a little bit. That's fine. That's fine. I'm perfectly happy with doing that. Alright. Well, he tagged it in chat. Is it just Kuva Seer, or can you also see like the percentages and stuff for it? Nah, it's just gonna be the Kuva Seer. Can't know if it would have been a good roll or not. Oh, hey, oh shit. You know what I just remembered? I'm dumb, right? I might not want to do this with a limbo. Because what elemental affix the Kuva Lich weapon will have is dependent on which Warframe you use to kill it. So I'm gonna think about like, what do I want the Kuva Bramma to have? And that will determine which Warframe I will use. So give me 1 sec and I will do a little bit of speed reading about this. Okay, so I think I want radiation damage, which means to get radiation damage, I have to use an Equinox to kill the Larvling. Alright, now we have to avoid that situation that we were in before, right? So we gotta switch to solo. And I think Cassini, like, yeah, it just has to be like a level 20 Grenier tile set, so Saturn is fine for spawning a Larvling. And capture missions are usually very fast. You just kill the capture target and then you run to extraction. And then you kill the Larvling along the way. So this is only like, I don't know, 2-3 minutes per run.
The hunt is on, Tenno. The synthesis scanner is detecting a potential target. Use it. Search for traces of the target.
No. Ah, damn it. I hate these magnetic procs. Eats up all my energy. Yeah, so with the Exceltra here, this is just nothing.
We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno.
Yep, my part is done. And I'm just gonna do this. I like having MAME active, even though I'm gonna run out of energy too fast. I shouldn't have done that.
Subject found. Significant trauma. Removing the galleon to assess Kuva Lich viability.
Okay. So we got our guy. Now, it's gonna show us, right? Got the Larvling. Kuva Ayanga. I already have a Kuva Ayanga. So, we're not gonna spawn him. Alright, cool. New system in play. That's great. That genuinely makes this whole experience way more enjoyable. Oh god, oh. So many of you guys, Jesus. Oh, I found it. Okay, dude. Dudes, I'm trying to scan here. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. It's a bit weird. No. 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 No, I'm scanning. Oh my god, Jesus. Guys, I'm scanning. Ah, there we go. All is well. Yay!
Trust me, Hunter. This specimen will be studied for integration into Sanctuary. Thank you.
That's actually great that we can spawn my daily synthesis target in the same node that I'm using to find my Larvling, my new Kuva Lich. Killing many birds with one stone. Like it. Now, obviously, the Kuva Lich system still has some pretty glaring problems, I'm gonna say. There are a lot of things that I unfortunately don't like about it all that much. And I think it's a lot of things that most people don't really like about it all that much. Because, you know, when DE sort of introduced this, like, I've already been through this, or been over this a bit when talking about Railjack stuff. For that whole rant, look at the episode called Let's Talk About Railjack. I think it's like part 9 of the Warframe Empyrean thing. Where when Kuva liches were first introduced, they were introduced as part of like Empyrean and part of the Railjack thing. Being like the captains on like on these warships and stuff. And that was going to be the sort of big finale to a long hunt after them and all that. Like, they had such cool concepts for the Kuva lich system and all these ideas about what it was going to be in practice. But when it came out, it wasn't sort of integrated with other systems. It was scaled back. It was like just a smaller thing, and it was an island of content. So it's separated from everything else. You can avoid it if you just don't want to deal with it at all. Another Kuva Ayanga. No, I don't want that. I already have one. No. And one issue, of course, is like the big grinds involved, where every Kuva lich weapon needs an investment of 5 forma if you want to level it up completely, which is a lot. That's a lot of forma. And actually, like, sort of after you spawn the lich, just filling up them murmurs, that takes a long time. And getting all the Parison mods, that takes a long time. Like, everything about the Kuva lich system just takes a very long time. And all of that would have been fine if the system itself had been sort of, you know, what their original idea about it was, what it was going to be. Where they wanted to copy the Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War thing. Well, not copy, but, you know, take inspiration from it. Where they would have personalities. Where they would have likes and dislikes, and you'd interact with them in kind of cool ways to make them feel alive. But that's not what we got. What we got was one voice line for the male Kuva liches and one voice line for the female Kuva liches, either pitched up or pitched down somewhat. That's it. I haven't been able to, like, I've only ever heard, like, this one voice line, or, like, this one voice. I don't think there's anything else. Unlike, you know, Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War, where, like, just tons of different voice lines, depending on, like, who you spawn. They were different from each other. And, they did different things, they acted in different ways. They had different visual appearances, different weapons, different weaknesses, different strengths, different things that set them off. They showed up in different ways. They even, like, fought internally with each other and had power struggles over, like, who would become stronger or weaker. And like, it's pretty advanced. And you know, that was the point, that they were supposed to feel, like, alive. Alright, what you got? Another Kuva Ayanga. That's 3 Kuva Ayangas in a row. Is that a thing? Is that a thing where it's like, oh yeah, on this node it's gonna spawn a Kuva Ayanga? I hope not. I hope that's not a thing. If that is a thing, I don't like it. It shouldn't be. Or, like, am I doing it wrong? Am I supposed to, like... Is it the same one that keeps spawning over and over again? And I'm supposed to, like... just shoot it? Dead? Instead of hitting it with my Parison? Is that it? I'm not sure. I feel like it shouldn't be the same one. It should be a different one. I gotta say, with the amount of Kuva weapons there are, it is a bit hard to believe that I could just roll the same one 3 times in a row. But we'll try it again. We'll try it again. Like, if I get a Kuva Yanga 4th time, then I'm gonna once again read up on it to see if I'm actually doing something wrong here. Huh. Maybe I have to, like, jump between 2 different nodes?
You are here.
Maybe that is it.
You must find,
Maybe it's like
capture,
if you just
and
do the
extract
same
their
node over and over again, it's just gonna spawn the same larvaling. So you have to reset it by jumping to a different node. I have no idea. I have no idea. I feel like that would be weird, but maybe that is how it works. You know what? We'll find out. We'll find out.
Target located. Bring them in.
Ah, I did it again. I did the self-kill.
Scans indicate
Got them
in
too,
the vicinity.
but I also got the self-kill.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate
All right.
the captive back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno.
So, we'll spawn in the larvaling. Ow.
Inform the queens we have found their subject.
Like they say subject, like a Kuva, like a Grenier word, but it always just sounds like they say the subject. Oh well. Here we go. Ah, okay, so it is a new one. Great. But that's the Kuva Toncore. And granted, I don't have the Kuva Toncore. So that is on my list of Kuva Lich weapons to hunt for. But it's not the one I want. I want the Kuva Bramma. We've been over this. You know why? Because it sounds cool when you shoot it. I've also heard that it's goddamn super overpowered. I've heard that it's really, really, really strong. To the point where some people are already saying that it might warrant being nerfed. Probably won't be though, simply because it is a self-damage weapon, just like the lens, and just like the Exceltra. And people in general don't like self-damage weapons. So it probably won't get like super overused. I don't know. It will be by like high-level players, but by the player base in general. People tend to not gravitate towards self-damage weapons because they think it's a bother to play with them. So, we'll see. But I want to try it out for myself. I want to have a couple of different weapons to switch between as my mains. As you know, I love the Exceltra. That is not a secret. I am a huge fan of the Exceltra. I've also started playing with the Queller. And the Queller is fun.
Sanctuary target here, Hunter.
It's probably not as good as the Exceltra, but it is fun.
Synthesis scanner. Don't let it escape.
Okay, I'm not gonna let it escape. If I see it. But you know, Simaris, sometimes I don't see it.
Capture them quickly before they escape.
Yay!
Excellent
Got it.
work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno.
Now, obviously, I'm gonna keep on running this until I get the Brahma. Boom!
Subject found.
Ooh, nice.
In her name.
How about that? Multiple Ayatan stars. Whoa. A Nox. Not a problem. And it's another Toncore. Typical. So is that it? Is it gonna be the Toncore 3 times in a row now? And then it switches to something else? Like, tell me, game, how does this work? I just want to know what to expect. Am I supposed to jump between two different nodes? Okay, so we got three Kuva Seers. No, one Kuva Seer. One Kuva Seer, right? And then 3 Kuva Ayangas. And then 2 Kuva Tonkors. But the Kuva Seer was on a different node. So, if I run this node again...
Operator, messages have arrived in your inbox.
No one ever has any messages for orders. Oh, sweet. I'm collecting those. Thank you. So, back in we go. But like... We'll find out. We'll find out. Huh?
You are here on a capture mission. You must find, capture, and extract our target.
Will do.
If we can avoid alerting them, this might be easier.
Oh, I don't care if I alert them or not.
Sanctuary target here, Hunter. I sense it. Track it with the synthesis scanner. Don't let it escape.
Found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape.
Ow! Ow! Dude!
Complete. The captive has been
Dude, stop
escorted
shooting
to
at
the
me.
extraction point. Well done.
Okay. So if this is a Kuva Tonkor again, then I'm gonna say that my theory is correct, and you actually have to switch between nodes. or it's not, and it's just super coincidental. Could also be that.
Subject found. Significant trauma. Removing to Galleon to assess Kuva lich viability.
It's still so weird how all the voice lines are like, nope, this is the Kuva Hind. Aw, man, I want that one too. Like, the Kuva lich system needs work. It definitely needs work. Because so many of like the voice lines feel like they're played in the wrong order. Like, that should be played after you stab it, right? It shouldn't be played when you just shoot it down. So that feels wrong. And when you kill the Kuva lich, it says like stuff like, ahaha, now you just made me stronger, which also feels like weird. So, like, they're not playing the right voice lines depending on what action is happening. All in all, it just feels like they had this idea of what they wanted the Kuva lich system to be. And then they started building it. And some point along the way, they decided to sort of scale it back and just insert it as this little island of content instead. And they were just like, all right, can we reconfigure this? Can we take what we had, which is like 1/10 of what they were planning, and can we just sort of cram that together and make a thing out of the material we've got?
Find them and capture them.
And then you have the result, where it's like, okay, you have 2 different voice lines, or voices for the liches, one male and one female. So instead of like recording more voice lines, they just took those 2 and then just sort of pitched them up or down. As like to give them different voices, and they're not that different. They're just a bit pitched up or down. And
complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
And some of these voice lines don't fit the sort of scenarios. It feels like they were meant for something different, but they're like, just we have them. Can we just put this voice line here? I guess. Does it work? I don't know. So that's also a bit, problematic. It's very obvious from the way this is built. Another Kuva Hind. Okay, that's 2 Kuva Hinds in a row. Why are they always the same, like at least at least once in a row. Sometimes two times in a row, sometimes 3 times in a row. I don't know.
Heads up. A Grineer assault team is headed your way.
But when you look at the system and what they have, like, you see the skeleton of something that was meant to be bigger. So I'm still kind of holding out hope that at some point we're gonna see a rework, like almost a complete rework of the Kuva Lich system, and Kuva Lich 2.0, the old blood 2.0. Who knows? Because you have the tab in Arcwing Raildeck, the commander tab, which is supposed to interact with your Kuva Lich. And I know that they're planning on doing it for the different other factions as well. They have to. If you look at the bonuses that you can get for killing Kuva Liches, the only sort of dual bonus that you can get here is either the Kuva Lich weapon can have either magnetic, I think, or radiation. But there are more. There's corrosive, and there is viral, and there is blast, and there is one more, which I'm trying to remember, right? Gas, exactly. So there's 6 different ones, and currently you can get 2 of them.
Target located. Bring them in.
So it would make sense if they make a corpus version of the Kuva Lich system as well, and eventually an infested version of the Kuva Lich system as well, where you can get the rest of the different sort of damage types on the weapons. I feel like that makes sense. So if they're gonna like incorporate it for the different, the 2 different other races, maybe they could also take the time to rework the one they already have, which is the Grineer, and just change what it is. Maybe that's still in the works. Maybe that's still something that they want to do. There we go. Yay!
You are Queen Chosen, soldier. Greatness awaits you.
Hell yes.
Or perhaps death.
No, greatness. I hope it gets a cool name. Most likely it won't. You're probably gonna have to roll Kuva Liches like 30 or 40 times before you get like a fun, cool name. Which makes me sad, because I want to have a Kuva Lich with a cool name. Oh well, you can't get everything. But what you can get is a Kuva Bramma. And I'm gonna get a Kuva Bramma. Whee! Whee! Okay. Let's find out the name of my 6th Kuva Lich. Will it be Bip Bop? No, it will not be Bip Bop. It's probably gonna be something really lame. And most likely like too long as well. It's gonna be like Snargle Bark Bloop and Poof. Okay.
I'm gonna freeze you, feed you feet first into a snowblower, and spray what comes out all over Cetus.
Oh my. How about that? Well, you know what? That's not too bad as far as names go. Right? Kohag Stost. Sure.
So I can do violent and messy, or messy and violent.
And look at that. He's got an Equinox helmet on his shoulder pad. That's how much he hates me. 38% radiation damage, a bit low, but we can get that higher in the future. That's fine. It looks cool, the Kuva Bramma. I like the design of it. And it's got radiation damage. Great! So that's who we're hunting. But now, I no longer need to run with the Equinox. I can now jump back to my swank new
Operator, did you hear
Hunter
that?
Limbo.
It said... Cosmic background radiation is a riot.
Ah, you crack me up, Bordis. You really do. Well, so with that done, what I have left to do now is I have to hunt this acolyte some more, and I still need, now that I have unlocked all of Veil Proxima, I still need to hunt for anomalies so I can check out the new main quest stuff. I haven't seen that yet. I gotta dig into that as soon as I can. And hopefully that's gonna be on camera. Let's go for that. Let's go for that on camera. Yeah, that sounds nice.